Welcome to the Socialette podcast, where we empower you with the marketing know-how you need to create the business of your dreams. I'm your host, Steph Taylor, and I'm a marketing nerd, Shiraz lover, and passport stamp collector. Join me as I dive into all things small business marketing and deliver them to you in bite-sized, fluff-free lessons every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's get learning. Hey, welcome to Socialette. This is episode 142, 7 things to stop doing on Instagram right now. This episode is brought to you by my free content marketing masterclass, 5 steps to your next 10K, your content roadmap. Head to stephtaylor.co/roadmap to register. Last episode, I shared 6 Instagram myths that you need to stop buying into. This episode is kind of similar. I'm sharing 7 things that you need to stop doing on Instagram because frankly, I'm sick of seeing these things. If you're guilty of any of these, I recommend asking yourself why you're doing them in the first place. None of these things will actually grow your business beyond maybe getting you more followers or more engagement. But these followers and these people engaging, they're usually not the right people. They're not the people who are going to buy from you or work with you. Okay, onto the episode. Here are 7 things you need to stop doing on Instagram. Number 1, following people only to unfollow them. I know a lot of people who grew their Instagram accounts using the follow-unfollow method alone, and it might have worked 3 years ago, but people are a lot wiser now. They can tell if you're following them just to unfollow a few days later, and it's not actually a very good look for your brand. Especially when you follow them, unfollow them, and then a week later you accidentally follow them again. It's pretty obvious what you're doing there. Number 2, buying followers. I really shouldn't have to tell you not to do this. If you've listened to any of my past episodes, you'll know that the number of followers doesn't matter anywhere near as much as the quality of your followers. If you're buying followers, ask yourself, why are you spending money buying followers? Is it to make your business look bigger and more successful than it is? If that's your reason, then why do you feel like you need to appear bigger than you are? There's nothing wrong with being a small business. Or if you're buying followers in the hopes that it'll bring you more paying customers or clients, here's a big truth bomb for you. The followers that you're buying, they're mostly fake accounts. And the ones that aren't fake accounts, they're not the right people. They're never going to buy from you or work with you. Number 3, using any kind of comment bot. Even if you've never used one, I'm sure you've encountered a comment bot on Instagram. You know, they're the ones that tell you to keep up the great work when your post is about your dog dying, or the one that tells you that they love what you're doing and that you should DM them. People know when you're using a comment bot, and it's not a good look for your brand. In fact, it can actually damage your brand. How, you ask? Well, by commenting on a post that's not aligned with your brand, or by coming across as insensitive by commenting something completely inappropriate on the wrong post. Instead, spend a small bit of time each day. It doesn't have to be more than 10 or 15 minutes. Spend that time genuinely engaging with people on Instagram. Share meaningful comments, start conversations, and just be social. It's called social media for a reason. Number 4, commenting for comment's sake. If you're going to take the time to comment on someone's post, take the time to do it properly. Like I said before, post meaningful comments. Don't just post emojis or one-word comments. Try and start a conversation with that person. Number 5, posting junk. I hate to say it, but there is so much mediocre content on Instagram these days, and there's just so much rubbish. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stop posting for the sake of posting. Instead, share fewer posts. Yep, that's right. Don't post as often. And when you do post, make sure that it's engaging quality content. Make sure it's the best work that you're putting out there. Number 6, tagging random people in your posts. This one gets on my nerves because I'm constantly untagging myself from completely irrelevant posts. There are certain accounts that might reshare your posts if you tag them, and you'll find these just by doing a quick search online. But my account is not one of them, and I'm sure a lot of the accounts that you're tagging aren't one of them either. So just make sure you're not tagging randoms because it can actually damage your brand. And then lastly, number 7, DM spamming people. It's bad enough having to field all sorts of inquiries in my email inbox, but now my Instagram inbox is starting to fill up with this kind of spam as well. Instead of sending people a generic copy and paste DM asking them to work with you, how about you start engaging with them and having a real conversation with them on Instagram first? And then once they know that you're a real person, maybe send them a personalized DM or a video message. That's it for this episode. Head to stephtaylor.co/roadmap to take my free content marketing masterclass. Make sure you hit subscribe or follow on this podcast so you don't miss any new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're enjoying this show, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a quick rating or a review in iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Thanks so much for listening. Catch you next time.